Welcome to PID 3230 Evaluation for Learning. My name is Sanjay Pillai, and the strategy that I'm using is assignment assessment. First of all, I'm going to talk about informal assessment. What is informal assessment? Informal assessment are not data driven, but rather content and performance driven. For example, running records are informal assessments because they indicate how well a student is reading a specific book. Scores such as 10 correct out of 15% of words read correctly, and most Rubik scores are given from these type of assessment. The assessment used need to match the purpose of assessing. Formal or standardized measures should be used to assess overall achievement, to compare students' performance with others at their age or grade, or to identify comparable strength and weakness with peers. Informal assessment, sometimes referred to as criterion referenced measures or performance-based measures, should be used to inform instruction. The strategy that I'm using is assignment assessment. What is assignment assessment? Assessment is a very important component of successful teaching effort. Students usually engage with subject matters or matter based in part of the expectation on how they will be evaluated. There may be some limitation and restriction to overcome, but there are lots of examples that point out opportunities available for effective assessment. These methods of assessments are important to show the full potential of teaching and learning. Why do we need to do assignment assessment? As described in the Classroom Assessment Technique Handbook for College Teachers, assignment helps faculty see the assignment through students' eyes, giving them feedback on learning value of the homework, papers, and project they assign. What are the limitations of using assignment assessment strategy? Instruction of number of assignments to be read, structure on how to respond and assess the value of ones you have read, choose a test or assignment that tests what you want to evaluate, make clear objectives for the assignment, and identify the criteria. What are the advantages of using this strategy? Ability to assess the application of principle to real-life situation. Also encourage self-assessment and reflection. It allows greater student involvement and responsibility for their learning, and provides valuable insight into student feeling, thoughts, and beliefs. It also encourages initiative, independence, and problem solving. It can assess a wide range of skills and demonstrate student time and project management ability, allows students to explore a topic in depth. What are the disadvantages of using this strategy? It can be time consuming to prepare and mark. Subjectivity may affect fair grading. Can be difficult to determine assessment criteria. Student may fabricate or sanitize entries in order to gain more marks. They may raise issues of privacy and confidentiality. Make comparison between students difficult since research projects may be very different. What are the considerations when using this strategy? Is the question at issue well stated? Is it clear and unbiased? Does the expression of the question do justice to the complexity of the assignment? Does the learner cite relevant evidence, experience, and/or information essential to the project? Does the learner clarify key concepts when necessary? Does the learner show a sensitivity towards completing the project? Does the learner develop a definite line of reasoning, explaining well how she is arriving at his or her conclusion? Is the learner reasoning well supported? Content, reliability, and validity. Validity of assessment refers to what assessment is actually testing. There are different types of validity, including content validity. Does the assessment align with curriculum, and is it likely to provide sound evidence of the achievement? Reliability of assessment refers to the consistency of the assessment. Assessment needs to be reliable if the decision based on the results are to be defensible. Remember the effect of the assessment on student learning behaviors and outcomes. Align the course assessment with learning outcomes and curriculum. Prepare the students for assessment by providing formative tasks and explaining the structure of the assessment for the course. Design quality assessment tasks and items. Review the assessment data. Understand how well standards are set and grades cut off. Give feedback to the students. While the learners are encouraged to exploit assessment strategies relevant to their objective, they also made acutely aware of the importance of the significant issue of validity, reliability, and fairness. And finally, the references I used are as follows. And that concludes my assignment assessment strategy. Thank you for listening.